Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Saturday, November the 1st, 2025. Hard to believe, eh? Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. November the 1st already. Unbelievable. Alright, we got some good ones here. And many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there. If you're brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciated. As I'm making the video, I have the sun coming right to the window, and it's intensifying by the second. It's like, you see this big tractor beam coming at my face. Quite something, man. Gonna get some sort of window covering going on here soon enough. If you do wonder why it's slightly more square than you think, at the top right hand corner of the screen of a 50% boost. Of course, 25% comes up right off the current season 22 season pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, in which you can also claim by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 items for the season pass. Now we also have Double Score Weekend, which is pretty awesome. It actually started this past Thursday, which is pretty great. I usually recommend using a score booster drink, I should say, during double score weekends. Of course, we have about 13 minutes left on the score booster drink that we had yesterday, and that is the extra 25% we have up there, so we have 50% altogether. And again, one score booster drink will last for 24 hours. Now, you will come across some very old information, like 4.5, 5 years ago. People on Reddit and other social media at the time had mentioned make sure you save your weekly challenges for double score weekends. But as you can see, your weekly challenges are not affected by double score these days. Only your daily challenges are, right? Just a little FYI there. Okay, let's take a look here. So we are on location, as you can see. And we're going to take a look at this one here first. Collect a burnt book 10. So again, I do have a very popular video here in the channel. And we bring it right up here to Summersville, right? So the very first house on the right-hand side, that is the burnt book house. There'll probably be about 4 or 5 weekend ghouls in around the house altogether. That is the burnt book house. And again, the only thing that makes that particular location very difficult, I should say, or challenging, is if you're stuck to public service with other people. A lot of people will go to that burnt book house and clear out every burnt book and everything in that house just to reset their game by picking up 250 items, okay? So that is a challenge in itself to get on a server where there's actually burnt books in it. But hopefully you do get on the server. It takes a little bit of patience, but there are a couple of backups here. If you spawn at the Overseer's home, you actually spawn a little bit right here, a little bit to the north. If you look to the west over the train tracks, there's the smaller blue house that is actually the Overseer's childhood home. There's 2 burnt books downstairs, around 5 or 6 upstairs. Right here in Helvetia, there are 2 locations. So the first location is the blue house right across the street from the yellow house on the main corner on the main road. There's going to be about 4 scorched inside. You head up the stairs. The little bookshelf right on the left-hand side at the very top of the stairs. There's probably about 6 burnt books there. And there's the last house right about here in Helvetia. Okay, so you go down the main road. It's the last little building or big, good-sized building, I should say. There's 2 levels on the left-hand side, and there's a couple of stands there, and they have what's called burnt lifestyle magazines. Now, the burnt lifestyle magazines, even though they look like rubble and stuff that you can't pick up, which looks like a lot in the wasteland, you can actually pick these up and they will count towards burnt books. And that leads me to the location of where we are right now. So if you actually spawn down here in Watoga, and if you actually spawn at the Watoga Shopping Plaza, okay, right where we're at, right behind us here, there's a building right behind it. This building right here, the Huber's Comic Book Store. If we head inside, have these again. We have these burnt magazines. So let's go ahead and pick up these burnt magazines here. This is an absolutely fantastic location right here. It's good to have a little bit of a backup. You know what I mean? Because we go to the burnt book house quite often, and I know some of you said that sometimes it takes quite a while. Being able to get on a server that actually has the burnt book, so it's always good to have those backups, okay? But as you can see, it looks just like rubble, right? But we can actually pick these up, these old comic books here, so just a little FYI there. Right, that's a nice little fantastic location. Right on, Jim. Just run right into that door right there. I'm kind of blinded by the old tractor beam here. All right, let's see what's next here. Look at that kill, Radstag 3. So again, many great spots we could find Radstags in around the wasteland. More so in around the forest area. Just kind of roaming around, you'll come across the odd Radstag or two, especially in between the Wayward and Flatwoods. Usually like in around this little area right here. Okay, but always remember, depending on the server that you're on, the server may substitute that with like bunnies or foxes or some other type of animal, frogs, etc. So just got to keep that in mind. But this is a nice little location we can find Radstags right down through here. Another pretty good spot is actually down here in the Skyline Valley region, more so like in around the research site Saxony area, like right about here. Okay, and in between the Shenandoah Visitor Center and the Dark Hollow Manor, right, this little section here, you'll come across what's called glowing Radstags, and they will also count as well. One of the best spots that is guaranteed is a location right near Dent and Sons Construction, which is actually part of the original map. So this is part of the Savage Divide. So let's spawn over here today. I actually have a very popular video at this location. There's going to be a couple of insects here, right here, but we're actually going to turn right around. Oh, we're going to go head right to the east. We're going to head right up this roadway, shut this light off. We see that red decapitated barn right there. There's probably going to be about 5 to 6 albino Radstags here. And this is hands down the only guaranteed spot for Radstags. Right, there we go. And you can see there's one right there, another one right there. There's usually another one lingering around somewheres. Yeah, they're just coming this way. So you can see 6 here altogether. It is an absolutely fantastic spot. Now, the albino Radstags are very much similar to the erratic Radstags. They will attack you, okay, and the glowing Radstags. Just kind of be aware that don't be surprised if you're down there when they attack you kind of deal. Now, again, this is a very popular spot because everyone knows that this is a guaranteed spot for the Radstags. So you may have the server hop this location a couple of times, and if it becomes too frustrating, you can always re-roll it, okay? But again, this is probably one of the best spots for the Radstags right about here. All right, let's see what's next here. Go ahead, claim a workshop 1. So again, even if you've been playing for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, you pretty much know the ins and outs of how workshops work. Just in case you're brand spanking new to the channel there, the sun's getting pretty strong. The workshops, I have a little link in the description for a video called Claim Workshops for Newbies. We go all through the ins and outs of that video. It's all timestamps, probably about 25-26 minutes long. You can check out that video if you so wish. Now, not all workshops are created equal when you're looking to claim them or even defend them. Sometimes they're inside buildings, sometimes there's a lot of buildings around, which can make it a little bit more difficult. There's usually a couple of shops I usually recommend to people just because of the sheer easiness. So Hemlock Holes Maintenance only used about 4 ghouls up there. 4 to 5 ghouls here at Tyler County Dirt Track. Where are we at here? This is pretty brutal spot, Wade Airport. It's not too bad because it's flat, but there are a lot of buildings around. So we actually did this one the other day, and there's quite a few super mutants that are inside the buildings. So again, you can try it out, but it's not too bad. It's just a very large area, a lot of super mutants and a lot of buildings. Lakeside Cabins, again, that's pretty decent. It has about 4 ghouls there. 4 ghouls here at Billings Homestead. And usually about 2 Robo-Brains here at the Beckley Mining Exhibit. I would say 8 times out of 10. So again, you can try out those areas, but if you're closer to a workshop or if that's not one of your favorites, just do whatever your favorite one or whatever the one closest to your workshop is a workshop. We're actually going to go, actually we've usually been going up there. Let's go to Beckley Mine Exhibit here today. We're going to spawn right in Beckley. I had a lady come over to the house there to take some measurements for window coverings. I'm looking forward to see what that build looks like, but But I can only imagine going to be a little ways out, but I might put something up because that sun is like blinding. It's like it's only 10 degrees outside, but we're sitting in this chair. It's like 20. Get up on, there we go. All right. Get a Robo Brain over there. Oh, is that over there? That was blue. That's kind of weird, eh? There's this little buddy there. Oh. Where's the other guy at? Oh, he's over there. There we go. So again, only 2 Robo Brains here usually. Sometimes if there's like a one of those Protectron Strike Breakers or the odd Ghoul, they just happen to be in the area, but it's usually just 2 Robo Brains here. Now you can walk up to the workshop if you so wish and claim it, but you don't really have to. As long as you're within the circle, you just hit the same button that you would select to build in your camp or in a workshop. There we go, 25 caps. Now, if you're ever paying more than 25 caps, what's going on there is you're on a server with other people, and the person who had owned that workshop before you had built a couple things in the workshop, and you're pretty much paying for. So just a little FYI there, just in case you're like, I wonder why it's more than 25 caps. That's the reason why. Now, we're not talking about, just one sec. Like, we're not talking about hundreds of thousands of caps. I think the most I ever paid for a workshop was about 55 caps. But there was, quite a bit of items around. There's a couple turrets, a couple walls, a couple staircases, a couple floorings and stuff like that. A couple other traps. And again, it's just to see what that looks like. So we're not talking about hundreds of thousands of caps. Just like pretty much doubles it up. So we leveled up there. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see what's next here. Eat a Cobbler. Well, actually, let's head back to our camp real quick. And then we'll take a look at it. It's one of my most favorite pictures right there. Of course, that's the lower parking lot of west of Vault 76 there. All right, let's take a look at the next one here. Eat a Cobbler, which is not a pie one. So again, if you do well find pies throughout the wasteland. We've been doing that quite a bit lately, looking for pumpkin pies, looking for carnival pies, but the pies will not work. Now, cobblers, to most people, look like pies, okay? But they are totally different. If you actually Google it, you're like, oh, okay, I didn't even realize that. But yeah, there is a difference between a cobbler and a pie. But even in the game, they look very much similar, but they are different, all right? So the cobbler we're going to make, let's go to a cooking station. Any cooking station will do. We're going to all food. Now, what we're going to go look at today is what's called a cranberry cobbler. Now, a cranberry cobbler is a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up cranberries. That's right, so it's that easy. One of the best spots for cranberries here in game is the field just south of Aaronhold Homestead, right about here, I would say. Right? Let's go to Aaronhold Homestead here. Now, in that field is going to be quite a bit of insects around. There'll be a bunch of mongrels and around the Aaronhold Homestead itself.
Responders, priority alert. Looks like those damn wolves are on the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs.
All right. So there's quite a few cranberry bushes down here. And if you have the perk card under Perception, it's called Green Thumb. You twice as much when harvesting for. So instead of 1, you pick up 2. So this perk card really comes in very handy. Doesn't matter what mutation you are or no mutation at all. Just comes in very handy. Now let's say you're a brand new player to the game and you say, hey Jim, I don't have Cranberry Cobbler available to me. I just checked. All you do is just walk up to a cranberry and you go harvest like this. You learn Cranberry Cobbler just like that. It is that easy. That's all you need. You just need 1. Okay. Now, as you can see, these other cranberry bushes around here, this place is just littered with them. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to cook this up. We're actually going to head back to our camp. Now, if we get rid of those wolves up there and those other mongrels, there's actually a cooking station just up by the Red Barn at Aaron Holt's homestead. And that's where we usually go, but that event just happened to come in when we came to that area. That doesn't happen all the time. It happens sometimes, but it's not 100%. Right? So any cooking station will do, as I mentioned. Most train stations have them. Other players camp. Just go down to all food, do the quick and dirty. So again, cranberry cobbler, basic recipe you automatically learn by picking up cranberries. It's that easy. All right, so we crafted our cranberry cobbler, and we are supposed to eat it. And even though it's considered a plant-based meal, okay, if we go under effects, and just to show you that I'm a carnivore, do not waste a reroll on this bad boy. Just go ahead and eat your cranberry cobbler. Just like that. Eat a cobbler which is not a pie, 1 for 1 done. All right. Let's see what's next here, Jim. Sun's behind the couple clouds there. It's actually looking pretty decent here. Now I can actually kind of see. It's like kind of blinded here a little bit. Cripple Blood Eagle's leg too. So again, many great spots. We can find Blood Eagles here and around the wasteland. We go back to our map screen there, Jimmy boy. We're looking for this particular icon right here. Okay. So in terms of real squishy Blood Eagles, we have the Crosshair, Hunter's Ridge, Twin Pine Cabins. We have Blood Eagle Alley, I like to call it here in the channel. Starts down here at the Sludge Works, Roland's Labor Camp, Widow's Perch, the Kill Box, the Pigsty, Cliff Watch, South Cutthroat Camp, Seneca Gang Camp. There might be one here at the Ammo Dump, Bloody Franks, Crimson Prospect, and there's one other spot here, the Bounty. Yeah. So again, it's really up to you where you want to go. It doesn't really matter. Blood Eagle is a Blood Eagle. Okay, we're actually going to go up here to Clancy Manor. There's a couple guys that are out there by himself. I apologize there. You guys can probably hear my voice is a little crackly here today, and that's what usually happens. And I'm coming down with the flu. All right, let's take a look here. So we're just not killing these Blood Eagles. What are we looking to do? We're looking to cripple their legs too. So you go ahead and just kind of free aim at their legs, just kind of spray at the legs. You'll definitely cripple them that way there. If you do use VATS, there's a perk card that will help you out here. It is under perception. It is called Concentrated Fire. Now, they have changed this card around the last several months. If your perception is 5 or higher, you don't need this card anymore. It's pretty much obsolete. But if your perception is lower than 5, you will need this card. And this allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Okay? But if your perception is 5 or higher, like if you have a high perception, you can do that either way. All right? Now, for a small daily like this, it's fairly easy. You can just go ahead and free aim if you so wish. Usually for weekly challenges where we have to cripple, like, 18 to 30, using the VATS way with that perk card or with a high perception will definitely help you out. Because if you have the right weapon, you can actually get 2 to 3 cripples per enemy. Like you can go left leg, left arm, right arm, head, torso kind of deal. And with the right weapon, as I mentioned, you can get it done a lot quicker. All right. Give me the leg here.
The Holy Land. Oh, we're clean.
It's supposed to be a leg, isn't it? Yeah. So weird how I find the crippling lately has been very difficult to do. Like this weapon is supposed to be crippling them no problem. So crazy. No? Ah, that's so odd. Because usually I'd have no problem at all crippling these guys. Huh. Making sure we're reading it right, because I know yesterday we messed up a little bit there. Yep, Cripple, bloody... Oh, we're at, we did mess up. We're at Clancy Manor. They're cultists, Jim. See, you guys knew that, right? See, I'm just testing you guys. I'm testing you guys, right? Just to see if you're paying attention. No. No, not at all. See, this is what happens when you have a tractor beam on your face. You're hot from the tractor beam. And suffering from the illness. Plague. Oh, my lord, Jim. Wow. You guys knew that, right? There we go. I was going to say, what is going on? This doesn't even make any sense. Alright. That's enough of that. There we go. We actually did it right this time. We got Blood Eagles. It's funny. Because before I started, I'm thinking to myself, okay, Jim, don't mess up like you did yesterday. Don't mess up like you did yesterday with the events, right? You do complete the 2 events while you're on a team. Yeah. Totally messed up. Okay. Cook grilled fish while Intoxicated won. Oh, wow. Wow. This is quite something. All right, let's leave that one for last. Craft an alcoholic beverage one. All right, so let's head back to our camp here. Talking about Blood Eagles, I'm showing you guys the icon to use for the Blood Eagles. Going through them all. Places where you can find Blood Eagles. Where do I go? Place for cultists. Yeah, whatever, buds. Whatever, Jim.
Greetings, friend.
All right. Yeah, greetings, Steve. I like Steve a lot. Let's see what's next here. Craft an alcoholic beverage one. So don't get this confused with collect an alcoholic beverage. You actually have to craft an alcoholic beverage. And the only way to do that is if you have a brewing station. Now, if you don't have a brewing station, there's a way to get one. You complete the side quest called Wasted on Nukashine. You come here to Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, or right around Voltech University, you'll come across a party poster. You interact with the party poster, and you start the side quest called Wasted on Nukashine. You pretty much stay in around Morgantown. Very easy to do, but it is a little glitchy. But you can check out the video I made just last year, and it's all timestamped, just in case you guys run into any issues. But once when you do that, you learn the brewing station and the fermenter automatically. Now, what I mean by that is most plans we get, we have to open up our Pit Boy, go under Notes or News section if you just got them, and learn them that way. But for whatever reason, the brewing station and the fermenter, you automatically learn them, just like that. All right? And again, you can check out the video. So let's go to a brewing station here. Now, I usually recommend to people fermentable beer. Very easy to do. You just need 2 boiled water, 1 corn, 2 razor grain, and 2 wood. Now, if you have a camp that has corn and razor grain in it, which are the 2 crops I usually recommend to people for, for in and around your camp or camps, it just saves you a whole whack of time. So let's take a look at a couple locations for corn and razor grain here. We have Cobbleton Farm. Corn at Silva Homestead, razor grain at Billings Homestead. The Red Bard under the overpass, right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. Just outside the wall and foundation from where you spawn in. And out behind the General Steakhouse. Some pretty good spots there. Alright, so let's go to Cobbleton Farm. We haven't been up here in a little while, so let's pop in here. Now, there will be a bunch of ghouls up here, but you can get the corn and razor grain very easily. And if you have the perk card called Green Thumb, as I mentioned, where you've twice as much been harvesting flora under perception, you'll just save yourself a little bit more time that way. Shut this light off here. And again, there's probably about a half a dozen ghouls or so. Pick up some corn here. See you there, buddy. Just folded that guy. All right, let's go over here, pick up some razor grain. Now, again, if you have a, corn and razor grain in one of your camps or some of your camps, just save yourself a whole whack of time. Just kind of spamming the area. Not a whole lot of razor grain here. All right. There we go. Let's see how many we got there. So 6 razor grain. 14 corn. Okay. So let's go ahead here. We're going to head... we need some more razor grain, but we'll try it. Go back to our camp here. Actually, no, we're going to need more razor grain, I think. Let's go down to Silva Homestead, because I believe for every corn you need 2 razor grain. I think that's the way it is. That's what I remember. Gosh, that's so funny. Just like yesterday. Alright, we're going to go down to Billings Homestead where the razor grain is at. Okay, guys, this is what the Blood Eagles icons look like. This is where all the Blood Eagles are located. Let's go to this cultist place. Complete this daily challenge. Yeah. We'd be thinking about that all day. Alright, let's pick up some more razor grain here. As you can see, this huge field is just tons of razor grain around. Alright, there, we have more than enough now. Let's head back to our camp here now. There we go. Nothing's perfect in the world. I'm far from it, that's for sure. Alright. Of course, it's nighttime near now, so we're going to turn our little light on, see what we're doing. We're going to go to our brewing station.
All over. Building this place up is hard work.
Fermentable beer. Craft all 6, sure. There we go. Craft an alcoholic beverage, 1 for 1, done. And I just recommend the fermentable beer because it's nice and easy and quick. Easily available stuff. Alright. Alright. Okay. Cook grilled fish while intoxicated 1. So first things first is grilled fish. Okay, a couple things need to happen here. You need to complete the quest called Casting Off. Now, Casting Off starts you off over here at Fisherman's Rest. It becomes a free fast travel once we discover it. It's a very straightforward quest to do, but just in case you're new to the game, I do have that quest here on the channel. You can check it out if you so wish. But it's pretty straightforward, so once when you're done completing Casting Off, you get to craft fish bits. You can craft grilled fish. You'll get those 2 recipes. You'll be able to complete this daily repeatable quest called Big Fish in a Small Pond. Great little quest here to do. Okay, recommended for sure. You do get a lot of nice camp items, a lot of skins, mods for your fishing rod, etc. But you must get your fishing rod first because you're going to have to go fishing. Okay. Now, after completing that, if we go to our cooking station, again, any cooking station will do. They actually have a section for fish bits. Okay. Now, there are 3 different sizes of fish. We have small, medium, and large. And obviously, the larger the fish is, the more fish bits you're going to get. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Now, in order to craft grilled fish, take a look at that real quick. Grilled fish, we need fish bits. All right, so we need at least 3 fish bits per grilled fish. Okay, so how many do we need to do here? 1. All right, so we just need 3 fish bits. And we have to do it intoxicated, so we have to do it while we are under the influence of an alcoholic beverage. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to do some fishing here first. Now, if you have a fishing trap, that'll save you a whole whack of time. The fish trap only came out during the Gone Fishing update. It was only around for 3 weeks. But it will passively collect medium and small fish passively while you play the game. Now, I haven't seen the Atomic Shop since, but if it does ever pop up in the Atomic Shop, it'll save you a whole whack of time because, like fishing in real life, it does chew up a lot of time, right? Now, if you are looking to fish and never fished before, don't always go by the map in terms of water, okay? Because some places there's no water. Some places the water is just too shallow to fish. But one place is guaranteed for sure, and that's right here, the Ohio River, okay? So my go-to spot's Deathclaw Island, or down at my camp, which is close to Camden Park. Okay, now again, if you never fished before, all you do is just walk up to the water. It allows you to fish, so whatever button is for you, that's what you select. Now, if it's grayed out like that, you obviously can't fish. Now, I recommend you can basically use whatever bait you like to use. Now, we don't have a whole lot of common bait, so we're going to use some improved bait here. I recommend the common bait for now. We're doing daily, weekly challenges. Because you can still get medium-sized fish with the common bait. Oh. Alright, so that's a salmon. That is a medium-sized fish, so that's good for 2 fish bits. Alright, let's do fishing one more time. And even if we get a small one here, there'll be more than enough. Because we just need 3 fish bits to make 1 grilled fish. Finally. Got a large cloud there. Yeah, looks like a large cloud. Oh. The other way, Jim. Why'd you do that? Alright, so the Kanama piranha, he's just considered a small fish. But that's good enough. So that's 3 fish bits there, basically. Alright. So let's head back to our camp here now. Excuse me. Alright. So again, let's go to our cooking station. Alright, so now we need to be intoxicated, okay? So let's go to our food and drink section. And we're going to drink the beer that we just crafted. Alright? So I actually crafted fermentable beer, actually. Now, fermentable beer will not work. It has to be a full version. So if it says fermentable in front of it, it's not going to work. So at this point, we would have to put it in the fermenter. But that one beer that we drank that I just happen to have on me, that should be enough. All right, let's go to our cooking station here. So just make sure you have at least 1 beer in you or some sort of alcoholic beverage that's not fermentable, okay? So fish bits, quick and dirty. Go to 3 fish bits right there. All food. What's going on here? Grilled fish, why isn't it popping up? Oh, we need salt. So, lucky for you guys, I have 2 videos actually. One video I made just a couple months ago, just dedicated to salt. Show you some great locations in the wasteland. You can go ahead and check that out if you so wish. It's all time-stamped if you're looking for salt. We have this little bad boy, which is currently in the current Season 22 Season Pass. I believe it's a Fallout first item, though. That's the only bad thing about it. Is because we get some salt there, right? So it should be good. Okay. Another places for a good salt, quick, is Flatwoods and around the tavern area. And probably one of the best spots is right here near the Rapidan camp. It's called the Brown House. Okay. Just a little FYI. And I did make another video. It's sugar, spices, salt, and pepper. That one is a little bit older, but I still show you some great locations for those items. It's all timestamped. Alright, let's go back to our cooking station here. Hopefully the beer didn't wear off. Grilled fish. Oh, there we go. Cooked grilled fish while intoxicated. Now, you gotta remember that beer or that alcoholic beverage doesn't last forever, so make sure you do it relatively quickly. So that was like only like a minute or two kind of went by, talking about those things. So just a little FYI there. Just make sure that you have some alcoholic beverages on you. So just in case you don't, I find the kill box right on the main floor in the dining room area. There are 6 guaranteed here at the Wayward. There's 3 downstairs and 3 upstairs. And the Duchess will always sell 1, so 7 altogether. But if you are a ghoul like myself, you will need disguise to get in there. Blackwater Mine, where you spawn in, if you head right to the left before going in that big compound area, there's usually some alcoholic beverages there. Now, the only thing about this spot is, depending on the server that you're on, sometimes the game will switch out those full bottles with empty bottles, so just kind of keep that in mind. And you can always go down here to the White Springs Mall. Every vendor down there will sell at least 1 alcoholic beverage, but there's usually 1 vendor called the Raider vendor. He'll usually sell like 46 of whiskey or 46 of vodka or something like that, but a very high amount, so you can check that out if you so wish, just in case you're looking for alcoholic beverages, okay? But yeah, there's a lot to that one. I see a lot of people re-rolling it. And we're done. Just like that. Weapon of the day here, Jimmy. My voice is slowly starting to die off. Western Spirit, plus 5% damage per onslaught slack, plus 9 max stacks. I try not to talk to anyone throughout the day before making the video because I know my voice will die off very quickly. 25% damage while aiming, plus 50% reload speed, hard receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long scope suppressor, Western Spirit paint, for 19 damage, 45 ammo. Now, one thing really good about this particular lever action is most other lever actions only have 5 capacity. There's no mods to increase the magazine or tube in this case. So if you want more than 5, you'll have to get your hands on this Western Spirit. But lucky for you, you can get this Western Spirit for free by completing the Most Wanted event down at Nuka World on Tour. I would say 8 times out of 10, you'll receive this as a reward. Okay? You may have to put different mods on it, but it's up to you because the lever action is just the lever action. Perk cards here again, nothing real crazy here, guys. The same loadout I've been using the last 2 months, I would say. Legendary perk cards, again, nothing changes here. Very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Armor, we can actually use it here today. Steve was using it yesterday. Aristocrats, Ultralight Secret Service left arm. Chameleon, Ultralight Secret Service left leg. Mutants, Ultralight Secret Service right arm. Resistance Secret Service under armor. Troubleshooters, Ultralight Secret Service right leg. And Vanguard's Jetpack Secret Service chest piece. And don't forget about the special event challenges that we have that are repeatable every single day. Oops. If you head, there we go, to the events section. So build a candy bowl and give out candy from your Camp 1. And trick or treat from another player's candy bowl. These 2 are repeatable every single day. Alright. Now this one here, when it says build a candy bowl, you don't have to scrap it and build it each day. Just build it once. You just make sure it's filled up. And there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Wade Warner, John, DJ59, Picaresque, Grinch, No, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, AJ Foltz, Aussies1, Ricardo 186, Eric R. Shepard. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.